Well,
so stay down on your save.
A couple things on that. When Bobby was playing back then, the chest protectors weren't quite as good. Your kids are safe. Second thing is, pucks, I'm in the same boat as him when I was a kid. Once I figured out, like, pucks hit me in the head, and then a coach told me, look, don't let them know that razzes you. Because if you let them know that, they're going to keep doing it. And so what I did is I would make fun of them because they missed the net, basically. And for me, it was just about stopping the puck. So I did whatever it took to stop the puck. And I had equipment on my head, so I used it as equipment. I mean, and it's funny is I can remember when I finally realized, okay, this is more pain than good. When Aaron Miskovich, I was playing Bantam hockey, and he came down in Greenway playing in the Grand Rapids tournament. And I still remember it to this day. He shot the puck high from almost the blue line, and I went up. I jumped up in the air and headbutted it, and it hurt so bad. I was like, okay, now I know my limits. If the puck hits me in the head, if it hits me in the head, fine, but I'm not going to go seek it out anymore. So the bottom, here's the last thing, and I think this is really important. Watch hockey with your kids. If you're a coach and you have a chance to watch a pro hockey game or to watch the high school, watch the goalies. At a young age, you know, they learn from watching. So talk about what they're doing well, what they're doing right, you know, what they're doing wrong, and keep it simple. You know, hey, look, his stick is on the ice the whole time. You don't have to be a professional goalie coach to teach goalies. Look, he's in his stance the whole time. Do you see how his knees are always bent? You see when he moves laterally, there's no bouncing up and down? Look, his hand is always ready. It's simple. You don't have to worry about, oh, I don't understand the pivot, the push into the full V, and you know, one knee down. Don't worry about that. Keep it simple. Teach them to watch for little things like when they work on post-to-post movement. Tell them to watch the goalies in the game when the play goes behind the net and the goalie in the net is looking and then going over. And it's amazing. That is, to me, one of the most important things is to watch hockey as a young kid. And if you want to be a goalie, watch good goalies, and you will pick it up. I mean, we learn by example. We learn by intimidation. What do you call it? Not intimidation. I'm thinking about getting shot in the head. But we learn by imitating things that we see. So you pick a good goalie, watch the things that they're doing right, simple things, and point it out to them. And they'll start learning just that way. Well, I do have to say thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to let you have some questions here. I don't know what time it is, but I think we have...
It's 10:15. We're 10:15, so... why don't we take a few questions here, but we do have to get on the ice here.
Okay, and I should have a guy here, too, that can get us started.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I just have a comment in regards to most of us don't have any, we're just starting to put practice plans and stuff together for our goalies.
Yep.
And I think there's probably a better way for us to structure, you know, 50% of my practice, you know, in the beginning of the practice, doesn't have a lot to do with my goalie. And the rest of it has about zero to do with my goalie. If we're working on breakouts, working on power plays.
Yep.
It would help from the Minnesota hockey level. I know Bobby's, you know, helping us one-on-one put stuff together and put goalies on ice. I've got my goalie coaches here today, you know, but hasn't been a goalie, neither have I. So if we had some plans at Mike level, at squirt level, at Pee Wee level, that we could pull off the internet, watch videos, do whatever, it would be great if we could then live by that.
That's...
Because I know a lot of the stuff, but believe it or not, I don't know it.
What's excellent is somebody at Orono was thinking ahead.
Yeah.
And is doing just that. I was unable to print out the first drills that we're doing today, but we're going to be videoing the drills that we're doing so that a goalie coach that doesn't know can go out there, watch us do the drill, and then like each one I have here, because we'll be handing out handouts, all the coaches that came here that have the books, I'm going to be sending out 8 basic drills.
Great.
Okay, and the basic drills, they're very simple. We're not going to overcomplicate them. It's basically moving to the puck, getting set, taking a shot, following the puck. We have 2 focus points for each drill. All right, and it keeps in line with me thinking, and this is the way that I coach, is to keep it simple, to understand why we're doing these things. Okay, if we're just doing them to do them, it ain't going to help. We have to understand why we're doing them and what we're working on when we do it. All right, it's just like anything. You got to know why and what we're going to do to get better. So like, let's say about a recovery drill where a goalie starts on their stomach. And you say, get up. We want them to get up as efficiently as possible and get set in their stance so they're balanced. That's the focus point. Recover fully. Make a controlled save. So be balanced, and then, boom, make that save look easy. Because that's in the end, like as a young goalie, the thing that they want to do is make everything look, oh, look at this glove save. But when they get older and start understanding, the simpler that they make it look, the better they are as a goalie. So like I said, in regards to your questions, we're going to have drills up there posted. We're going to have videos up there posted. I make my...
Minnesota Hockey.
Minnesota Hockey does have some too. I actually did a video with Hal Turse, if you go to Minnesota Hockey, on how to incorporate, yeah. So that's one of them there. But what I suggest is coaches like to start off, I don't know if you guys do, but like with circle passing and things like that, pucks up in the slot, static shots. Warm the goalie up. There is something to be said about tracking pucks at the beginning of practice so that when you go into drills, you're warmed up. Like you've already been working on that skill. Tracking a puck is a skill that you have to work on. And if you don't, you can tell. Like if I see a goalie that stands there like this and is making saves like this, he's doomed for trouble. Because we're starting to expect the puck to hit us, but we're not verifying. You got to expect to be in a good position, but then verify it. And the only way to do that is to follow it all the way. Because things happen to pucks that are just strange. It can be a shot from the red line, and you're just expecting it to hit your stick. Guess what? Boink! Over your stick in the net. All right? And when that happens at the college level, it's very embarrassing.
And you know what? I'll emphasize one thing. Use short commands with your goalies. Don't talk to them in longevity of a long time, okay? Track. Yell it. Command. Track. That gets them, oh gosh, I need to be tracked. Okay? Those short commands, because they hear it out here all the time. Okay? I honestly never used the word track until last year. Because we're always learning. I learned it at the goalie club came in. Right? Okay? I learned that last year. Well, how much more are we going to learn? The word track is so important. Engage these goalies because we got shiny moments all over the place. Okay? I was working on the microphone a little bit. Okay? You need to stay focused on the ice. Track.
Thank you very much for coming and listening, and you're great. I mean, I know sometimes I start to get into detail sometimes, and I'm going, geez, keep it simple again, too. But I will tell you that this is a start. What you guys are doing here is light years ahead of other associations. So it's great, and what you're going to find out is we've done this at Armstrong, and now we have ample goalies at the squirt level. We invite our mite goalies to come to the goalie clinics, and we set them up in a special station where we just have them, the guys that are interested in being goalie, we just show them the basic stance. We just kind of toss pucks at them and have them have fun with it. Because if you want goalies to participate in your program, you got to make them think that they're worth something, that they're important, and you're going to dedicate resources to them.
All right, so one last thing. I saw a team last year that took a goalie that was having challenges. They made him the captain. The goalie is the captain of the team, whether they wear the C or not. Man came home from the game and said, I was captain here. So I'm like, man, you're captain every game. You're absolutely captain every game. Communication is key. We need to teach these goalies how to communicate every single practicing game. Man on, back door, front, back, got
Thanks,
time.
guys. Thank you. Thanks,
Send
guys.
it, whatever it is, it's code words though. It's